Hi everyone, it's Miss Sarah, and today's Thursday, which means it's time for another art lesson. Today we will be making art like the French artist Claude Monet. Claude Monet was born and raised in Paris, France, and he was very interested in how light changed and interacted with color. Some of his famous paintings are of water lilies. He would paint the lilies at different times throughout the day, and even in different seasons, to show how the light changed the colors. Today, we will be making our own version of a Monet painting of water lilies. Let's get started. All right, everyone, I have all of the supplies you will need gathered right here. The first thing you need is some colored paper. I'm going to be using some cool colors like blues, greens, and purples. If you don't have colored paper, you can always make your own by coloring white paper with markers or crayons. You will also need some cupcake liners. I'm going to be using these pink ones, but you can use any kind that you have. If you would like to make larger flowers, you can also use coffee filters. Those work just as great. And lastly, you will need either some tape or some glue to put it all together. All right, let's get started. Step 1, choose one of your pieces of paper to use as your background. I'm going to be using this blue one right here. Step 2, with the other pieces of paper, rip rectangular shapes like this. Now they don't have to be perfect. It's okay if they look a little wavy like this one. You will also need to create your lily pads. To do this, rip square or circle shapes. I'm only going to be adding one flower to my art piece, so I only need one lily pad, but if you would like to add more flowers, make sure you have a lily pad for each one. Step 3, glue or tape the strips of paper onto your background. There's really no right or wrong way to do this. You can overlap them as long as they are all going the same direction. Once you have all of your rectangle shapes on your paper, choose a spot to tape or glue your lily pad. I'm going to place mine right on top there. Step 4, glue or tape your cupcake liner or your coffee filter onto your lily pad. I've already put some tape here on mine, so I'm just going to tape it down just like this. The last step of this project is to create the center of your water lily. To do this, crumple up a small piece of paper. It can be any color you'd like. Use some tape or some glue to attach it to the center of your water lily. And that is it. When you are done, you will have a wonderful piece of art inspired by Claude Monet. I hope you had fun creating.